Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the method of separation of the different components of air. That means separation of gases of air. First we will see which are the different gases present in air. We have already learned in earlier classes that air is a mixture of different gases like nitrogen, oxygen, noble gases like argon, helium, neon, carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. The major component of air is nitrogen. Next is oxygen, and third major component gas which is present in air is argon. These different gases of air is separated from one another by the method of fractional distillation of liquid air. That means first you have to convert the air in the liquid state, then based on the difference in their boiling point of the liquid gas, we have to apply the method fractional distillation. This technique is based on the fact that the different gases of air have different boiling points in their liquid form. So which are the steps we have to follow? First you have to filter the air to remove dust particles. Then water vapor and carbon dioxide gases are removed. This is very important. Why? Because when water vapor and carbon dioxide are present in air and we will be cooling the air because we have to convert the gas to liquid. That means you have to cool down, you have to reduce the temperature of air. During that process, this water vapor and carbon dioxide can form solid substance, and this solid substance can block the pipes of the instruments or equipments used during this methodology. Next point, air is compressed. We have to compress the air to very high pressure and then we have to cool down the air. Now question is why compression and cooling both are required? Because when we will be compressing the air, the molecules of air will come close to each other. They will start attracting with each other and the temperature will be increased. That means heat energy will be produced during that compression. So to reduce the temperature, we have to cool them. So compression of air and cooling down the air should be taking place simultaneously. This cooled air is then allowed to expand quickly. That means compressed and cooled air will be expanded quickly. Due to this expansion, the air becomes more cool when this sudden difference or sudden change in pressure happens. The process of compression, cooling and rapid expansion of air is repeated again and again, making the air cooler. And finally, the air gets so cooled that it turns into liquid air. Next is the liquid air is fed into a tall fractional distillation column from its bottom and warmed up slowly. I will show you the diagram also. Let's see the diagram first. This is the schematic diagram. Air, this is cooling apparatus where it is cooled down. That means compression, cooling and rapid expansion, everything in this. Then that it is converted to liquid air. That liquid air is pumped to this fractionating column from its bottom. That bottom is close to the heater. So from the bottom the temperature increases. This is the fractionating column. Now based on the difference in the boiling point of the liquid gaseous component, liquid components of air, they will be separated in the different place of the fractionating column. Okay. Let us go back to the previous slide. Liquid nitrogen has the lowest boiling point of minus 196 degrees Celsius. On warming, it boils off first, that means it starts to convert it into the gaseous state first. Then this nitrogen gas is collected from the top part of the fractional distillation column. Next, liquid argon, which has slightly higher boiling point of minus 186 degrees Celsius. So, it vaporizes next, that is it boils up next and collected as argon gas in the middle part of the fractional distillation column. Next is liquid oxygen, which is having still higher boiling point, that is minus 183 degrees Celsius. So, it will vaporize later and it will be collected as oxygen gas from the bottom of the fractional distillation column. Let's see the diagram again. See, here that very minor component krypton and xenon, which is having minus 154 degrees Celsius boiling point. So, first nitrogen, which is having less boiling point, minus 196 degrees Celsius, it will form vapor, it will move up and it is collected in the top part. Next, argon, then oxygen and then krypton, xenon, etc. Okay. The flow diagram can also be shown to separate the components of air. Sometimes the question is asked, with the help of flow diagram, describe the process of separating the different components of air. The same way we have written air, compression, cooling and rapid expansion, it will convert into liquid air. Then it is allowed to warm up in the fractional distillation column. First nitrogen will boil, then argon will boil, then oxygen will boil. So, based on the difference in their boiling point, in the different part of the fractional distillation column, we will be able to collect them. So, in this way, the major components, not the minor components, major components of air can be separated by using fractional distillation method. Next class onwards, we will be discussing the question answers part. Our lesson is over. If you have any doubt, you can also clarify the doubts in your online class. Thank you.